Greetings, everyone. Welcome to this transmission. Welcome to the channel and welcome back. And also, thank you if you attended the Ancient Remembrance this past weekend. A full 1 hour and a half immersion in activation and clearing activation, opening simultaneous remembrances through awakening dormancies through frequency, tone, and sound we had this weekend. And there was posted some of the replay, just an excerpt, of course, but you're welcome to join us at our next themed gathering, always created to harmonize with the current energies, which, if you're feeling the current energies, of course, they're accelerated. So these meetings, these meditations, activations are tools for expansion, tools for release, for, reconfiguration, all kinds of things. So they're here for you. They're created for us all to expand together. So I hope that you join us and have been enjoying receiving of all of these, intentional creations through the channel, through the work, through the website, and every energy, everything, everyone, everywhere in this now, this accelerated energy. If there is not, if there's not a frequency match in that experience, say with, a person, a place, a job, a relationship, a pattern, etc., something that you've been doing, something you've been thinking, something you've been creating, right? All the things, whatever you have on the list, the to-do list, if it's not, or if any aspect of it, even one facet of it, if it's out of harmonic alignment and not a frequency match to who you actually are, it's going to come undone. Or it is, right? I had interesting, today even, series of, you want to say emergency phone calls, like energy emergencies and different things, and what it is that what I've been saying for a long time is that anything out of harmonic alignment, anything, whatever it is, anything that's not a harmonic, in harmonic alignment, and that is not a frequency match will come apart. And it's happening now because everything else other than true and divine order is collapsing. So what that means is, parallel, the dog next door, he's left outside a lot. It's not a frequency match for him, right? So it's not funny, but what he's doing is saying, this is not a match for me. I need to be in the house. Why am I outside? And then he barks and he barks and he barks because the stress and the energy is incorrect for what he needs. So thank you for the parallel example, in this way, because what we're witnessing with these other things is that, say somebody's having a, physical ailment or going to the hospital or something, catalyze and catalyze and catalyze. It's showing however, that something is incorrect. And there's no more warnings, right? We need to really recreate, dissolve, and reconfigure. So what we're doing today is another reflection reminder, but also what we're going to do slightly, just a brief example here in this space, January 20th. We're going to look at the dates and things, but whenever you find it, of course, right on time. But in addition to what, we are going to do what I'm calling command codes, similar to what you see in the background. I don't know how the Zoom screen ever really cooperates sometimes with this AI business, but so command codes, what that means is, okay, light code, my perception, I've heard other perceptions, of course. Light code is instructions with specific functions. So if we direct, as we direct, when we direct, I suggest we direct the light, thought, instructions very precisely. So as a command code, with the light, as the light, commanding the light to do structure, turn into, create, dissolve, reconfiguration. It will and does. If one is open their field to receive that, will create a different harmonic alignment, will adjust frequency, will create frequency match, because those command codes will configure, reconfigure, dissolve, open, and all the things, whatever it is they're being commanded to do. So why we're doing this today is because this is actually, we could say, another parallel to what we're going to do this weekend. Should you feel called to join us, is through sound and tone. When I say command codes again, but also sound and tone, through these codes, through the cellular structures, through the harmonics of the water and the molecules of the water, we're going to reconfigure. There's all kinds of funny noises today. We're going to reconfigure to allow space for this righteous, purity, divine order to implement itself. Meaning that we're going to let go, if you haven't already, hopefully you have, let go of these other things, these non-frequency matches, or at least at the very least, make the intention, create the intention to do so, so that when things are falling away, there's no grasping to the it, right? So then as it reorders itself in coherence, and innately does that. So this Sunday, let's see, we're going to look, because today is the 20th, it's Tuesday, in linear land now. 25, okay, so this 25 January, we're going to meet like we did online, 1 hour and a half, deep immersion. I know you saw some of it on the replay. Deep immersion into molecular restructuring of our own water cellular structures, which help deeply in our nervous system recalibration, especially when things are out of harmonic alignment, right? What do we need most to cooperate and assist us is our nervous system. So as we are allowing and creating this space through, we could say, command code, sound, tone, light code instructions, it's helping all of our systems, our cellular systems, our structures to transform and accelerate, to receive. I feel so bad for that dog. To receive that which is what we need, which he's going to need to get also. What we need, what he needs. Frequency match. Needs to be a frequency match, is essential. So we're going to take a sip of water, frequency match. And then we're going to do a brief series of command codes, just as an example, and also to open the field, right? Open the field to receive other information, which means we have to dissolve through command and dissolve that which does not serve, that which is not a frequency match. We need to dissolve through command with light. That's how I utilize light. I know there's other ways people are saying they're transmissioning, etc. So this is just a few examples of command codes, you could say, to restructure light, which is going to assist us in our restructuring of our own self, to create space to receive upgrades, to receive and implement our true aligned galactic blueprint, DNA codes within us open, and to implement that which is our own instructions with clarity, with great precision, without anything else in the way, meaning anything that's not a frequency match. So let's dive in. And also we'll put in the video description here where you can connect if you'd like to join us. It's going to be the same time as I mentioned, we'll be doing these more often. It's very potent and powerful through these shifts to have these more often. And it'll be Sunday at, what did we do? Sunday, January 25th at 3 p.m. to 4:30 MST. We'll do MST. That seems to be easy to convert. So from there, open to receive that which flows for molecular restructuring of the water, which of course interwovenly parallel with the organs, with the nervous system, with all of the systems, all of our systems interwoven together, but also multidimensionally through these massive shifts, because we have to, it's not optional, we have to align everything or allow it to fall away so it can realign coherently which is correct. So, all right, so we'll take a few moments now here just to get settled in our space. Just get settled in our space, nice and relaxed. Just nice and settled, no matter what's happening. No matter what's unfolding, falling apart, reconfiguring, showing itself, needing to be different. Or just showing itself to be witnessed. Might not even be in your experience, right? All the things going on that are going on or ungoing on, reconfiguring to be going on differently. That sounded fun. Just be in your space, nice and centered. Feeling your heart, space, feeling the space. Feeling the space of the breath, the spaciousness of your light temple, your body, your vessel, feeling the space of the wide open spaces. Feeling the breath all the way through the pillar of your head, your forehead, through your mouth, loosening the jaw, opening the ears, cerebellum, opening, clearing the field, information, just clearing all the fields, all the information ever accumulated. Everything up to this moment that ever was, that isn't, because you're right here. It's to open up, to receive right now. Let all other things fall away. Now focus on for a moment anything that has presented itself, anything, anyone, anywhere, maybe it's a place, correlation, job, thing, habit, pattern, anything that feels some type of an energy about it that doesn't feel resonant anymore, right? Just feel, reflect right now. Anything that may be out, balance, out of alignment, showing itself not a frequency match. Or maybe it's showing itself not sustainable because the frequency matches between you and it. Or you and there, or that place, you and that person, relationship, connection, friendship, whatever. Something is showing itself, not a frequency match. It's not sustainable. It's not equal exchange, right? Because that feels different. You'll know if it's meant for you. Does it feel illuminating? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel like it's lifting and expansive? And if it doesn't, it might be saying it's not for you. It's not a frequency match. On a different dimensional active, perhaps you've accelerated out of that, right? Maybe, most likely, it's not relevant. Isn't relevant anymore. All the things we don't need to dissect, right? Okay, so we're feeling that, right? We're focusing on those things, that person, that place, those places, that feeling, that job, that pattern, that thing, or whatever. Focusing on all of the energies that have surfaced. Maybe it's multiple things, right? Focus on those things now. As we place our attention on those things. Form a nice geometry configuration around those non-matches, right? It's like an encapsulation geometry. We're going to code release, reconfiguration, dissolution, collapse, space for reconstruction. So what we're going to do is command code that irrelevant, outdated, unharmonic, is that a word? Disharmonic, discordant, whatever it is. Call it all kinds of things. It's okay. We're going to put it here. And then we're going to get rid of it. Meaning that we're also allowing our soul in its complete divine source knowingness to release that. Let go of that, whatever it is, known or unknown, real or perceived, right? Real or perceived, yours, someone else's, all the things. It's okay, it's right here. Take some deep breaths now in your relaxation space. Some nice deep breaths through your pillar. Hong ai mong ai nai ngai ho shong ai nai hong kai ai ki to ai hong ai song ai nai hong ai ho mai ho shai ai kai koi dai no ai hong ai shong in ai ai ngai hi ngai hong ai ha si hong ai hong ai su ngai hi ngai hong mai hu kai ngai ngan nai ngan nong yan nai ngong ngai nai hai ngai hi ngai hong ngong ngan ni it's a time of great change, right? Catalyzation. The louder the catalyzer, the louder the combustion typically is showing, the tighter the grasp and attachment to the thing. So if we sense, as we sense, hopefully you're sensing with your intuition, right? Sensing my screen doing funny stuff. We sense with our intuition, right? When things are out of harmonic balance, let it go right away. Make space, reconfiguration. So that dissolution just innately takes place, right? You don't have attachment to it, so it disappears. We've already intended and commanded it so. So why are we discussing this today is because I'm watching, I'm sure all of you are watching to some different varying degrees, that the more disharmonic or misaligned any energy is, that the louder it's coming apart, right? The louder it's needing to show itself to say it's not working, because none of the other warning labels have been listened to. So it is what it is. However, it has to go. It has to go. Command codes help with that. And that's why we use sound and light. Because through sound and light is the code, is the instruction to repurpose something to function it differently than it was. Which means that it'll innately fall away as we just let go of the grasp and allow the reconfiguration to take place, meaning that it innately does so. It's kind of funny that we're talking about this, about, this accelerated energy, and that, a lot of different things are going on to catalyze, and as we're doing that, there's all these other, I guess no accident, right? Catalyzing, noises and external stresses and a lot of road traffic on a road that's never traveled, It's like all this other combustion going on energetically with other people. I can feel it. I witness it, at least, if you don't feel it, sense it, empathy-wise, but you just kind of watch it and see that, feel that, hear that. The dog, overly barking, saying this is not a frequency match. It doesn't work for me. Let me in a house or give me a different mom, right? Or whoever. Mom, dad, mom and dog dad, or however you want to say. So it's not working. It's not correct. They need something different. And so does everyone else if it's not correct. So meet us here beyond where we are right now, joined in this space just for a brief command code exploration. We'll dive very deep into that this weekend, this January 25th, hopefully without the extra stressed out dog here. For an hour and a half, 3 p.m. to 4:30, we're going to meet. I'll post this on the post page and put it on the social also. Just as a wider range of reference, not better, but wider range of reference if you'd like to join us. We'll do these more often, as I'd stated before, because they're helpful, very beneficial, they're very powerful to allow sound and frequency to assist the body, the vessel, in releasing, reconfiguration. A lot of these things are stored accumulations in the body, like they're physically, they're in the cells, say, they're in the muscular system, the fascia, the memory, the bones, especially the bones, and the teeth, very density of the bones and the teeth, they hold a lot of this residual stuff, but we're still going to need to clear all of it out if it's misaligned. And to get into a complete right order is to really allow that spaciousness through these command codes and new light structures, which are different, to implement our own pure state of our divine harmonics, which is in our DNA, which is its own series of instructions and codes, so that can turn on and be who we are. So thank you for joining us here in this space for a brief exploration, also an example and opening to the field as well, because it's been pretty prominent the last couple of days. And I say background, but of course everything is collapsing or has already. The smoke and mirrors aren't cutting it. Nobody believes it, right? And those that still are, I mean, it's pretty far-fetched to believe any of it. So it's all coming undone and already is. So allow those residual things that are, showing that need reconfiguration, frequency match, reverberation through the cellular structures will go into the molecular structure of water, which harmonizes through our whole system. But the waters have changed. If you haven't noticed that, the waters have changed, right? Notice that, especially on the ocean, that the water's plasma, it's galactic. It's completely different structure, which is us, right? Our structure is now different. Have you checked in with your physical body lately? By the way, this is parallel. Your physical body is actually different now, and it's changed and changing. It will continue to change. I can tell that when I'm feeling, like actually physically feeling my body, it's different. The structures are different. How it receives water is different. How it assimilates water, how it digests things, how it senses information through my nervous system. It's way different. Way, 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 way different. I mean, just recently, completely different. It's like the body is different. It's completely changed. So to support that would be to further implement structural change through water, through your blood, through your plasma, through your tissues, through your fascia. It's huge component of the body, right? And the skeletal system and the teeth are huge because they're the most dense. So that structure even is changing the discs. We look at the disc, in the spine, the spaciousness between the vertebrae, the alignment of all these things. How are these different aspects changing as our systems are changing? And I actually noticed, I won't go into too much example specifically, but I had offered a session to someone this last week. And it was the first person I had met in quite a while that had their system as evolved as they are already instated. Like many times it seems to be still in its transitionary phases. It literally was full on right there as it is, as it is. And it's very fascinating to see how fast, if and when and as you're willing to discharge, reconfigure, and allow those divine right order restructurings to take place, it really can be that instantaneous. It was like, dum, 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 boom, done. No process, just is, right? So let's see what's next for all of us as we allow ourselves to evolve ever further and deeper and more continuously through these structures and these structural changes, so we can actually implement fully physical structure changes, building, changing, transforming, building with light, transforming, changing, implementing all of these structural other changes. So with that, I will post some information in the video summary and get this out as far as information. If you're interested, let me know through email, and I will see you there.